just an opening statement following that one?
Yeah, I'm very pleased that we got a win tonight against a very strong Anderson program. Definitely not pleased with how we played on the defensive end. Being this is our house, we're a defensive team. And then I'm definitely not happy with how we shot from the free throw line. I was complaining about fouls, but heck, we went to the free throw line 34 times and only made 17. And so that's not the officials, that's us. And so we're just gonna get back to the drawing board and see who we got between Limestone and Lander. We're familiar with Lander. And we'll just get back to the drawing board and go from there. But I'm definitely pleased with the win. I know I see all the negatives, but there's a whole lot of positives that I'm happy with from tonight.
Does it feel good to just kind of get one under your belt and kind of feel what this is like, being at home, being in the NCAA tournament, and now you can kind of move forward?
Absolutely. Like I was saying, tournament play is a little different, and it's always a little kind of awkward being right here at home because you're not away, sitting in a hotel somewhere. You're right here. Some of the girls went to class today, and so it's kind of a normal day. And so now we've actually experienced the tournament type game. And so hats off to Anderson and his camp. They have some serious true freshmen. I think he's going to be a very strong team in the years to follow. But I'm pleased with how we came back and fought even through all the craziness that we did. On the defensive end, to survive and advance during this time of year, you got to play some strong basketball, and we showed that resilience within all of the negatives that we did tonight.
You can put on the defense tonight. Was it maybe too tightly called, more tightly called than you're used to, or what was what attributed to really the defense not really being the hallmark defense that you're used to?
There were some questionable calls, but all of those are judgment calls. So it's what they saw, and so and we just have to play better defense. We knew that they were going to attack our defense. We knew that they was going to pack it in and try to double our post players, and so Ashley Azuzu kind of got caught with some offensive fouls. But it's tournament play. You expect it to be called kind of tight. And so we just got to adjust to how it's being called. We can't complain about it. We just got to make adjustments and go from there, which I know we will. We will make those adjustments.
I know there were some negatives, but positive. Wire to wire, you guys led. You never were down. Was it kind of a cruise control thing maybe toward the end, or you just
No,
got what do you think the flow was?
well, not necessarily a cruise control. I would have liked to seen us open the game when we were up 17. And so that's all about execution, and you got to be able to execute down the stretch, especially when you're not hitting free throws and missing chip shots. Second chance opportunities are key for us, and so anytime we got an offensive rebound, I would have liked to see us pull it out and run the shot clock down and make them play defense another 30 seconds. But we were just forcing up shots. Alexis Carter forcing up shots, but when we got everybody together on board, and she drove to the basket, that's her strong suit. She ended up with a double-double. Listening to the coach, right?
Last one for me. I know you said Gabby and Key are the unsung heroes. Gabby actually had the numbers behind the effort tonight with 19. How big was their contribution just overall? The starters seemed to really lead the team tonight. The starting five were really the big force behind the win.
Yeah, absolutely. This one over here, like I said, she don't care about any of the accolades as far as offense. She loves the defensive aspect of the game, and so for her to have 19 points, I want to say this is her career high. She deserves it, and she actually carried us when things weren't falling. Ashley Azuzu got in foul trouble. Brittany Tatum's shot wasn't falling, and so she kind of carried us on the defensive end, went in there and rebound. She really takes pride in her rebounding, and so that gave us a spark for us to go on that 17-point lead at that time. But she's one of our defensive players. She is our defensive player of the year, and so we feed off of her. Anytime she gets us going on defense, because she's usually at the top of our presses, we're having a good night.
And Gabby, to you, just your thoughts on that, the offensive game that you had tonight? Was it kind of like she said, Britt wasn't hitting her shots, and the other people that were expected to really contribute might not have been, and you stepped up?
I feel like it's sort of kind of my job. I kind of pay attention to if the other four aren't on. I rely on my defense, but when the other four aren't on, I remember Coach Travis. He tell me not to wait until that point, so I try to go ahead and score my points early.
How good does it feel to get the win number one, and to survive an advance?
Oh, it got all the jitters out. I mean, even though they were home, we still know that if win or go home, like we're here, but we know we still got a big goal at hand.
Y'all got off to a good start too. First quarter, looked like you started to get things rolling. What is it that got you out of the game?
Defense. I mean, that's our bread and butter. We feed off that. Like we know we can score, but we know that defense is what's get us going.
All right, 2020, you haven't had a 2020 all season for CSC. You had step up and play my role and be where I need to be at all times.
You also got to play 37 minutes tonight, 'cause I don't think you hit your first foul until late in the fourth quarter. So what was different about not having foul trouble to worry about at all and being able to be ultra aggressive all night long?
I mean, it felt good. I mean, I didn't feel like I needed to, I guess, step back off of my defense. I wasn't worried about getting a foul today.
Was there any pressure as far as not only yourself feeling, but the team as a whole? I mean, we're talking host team, 1 seed, 4th overall in the entire nation. It's all coming down to this game right here, surviving advance. So for you personally, as well as the team aspect, did you feel the pressure, and what was the difference out there in being able to overcome that?
I don't think there was any pressure. I mean, nobody can stop us but ourselves. So, yeah.
What about the way you guys started out first quarter? Well, because you're kind of been inside. Saw that.
It could have been a lot better. Our best quarter is third quarter, but I mean, we won, so.
All right, we're good. Thanks, ladies.
I got this.
One more for all three of you guys. You know, one of the two teams, y'all, whoever wins this game is who you're going to play next. How do you feel you guys match up? I know it'll be the third time for Lander, but maybe against a Limestone. What kind of matchup would that present for you for tomorrow night?
You know, either way it goes, we're going to be prepared. We are familiar with Lander. I would like to say I did watch a little bit of Limestone film, you know, in hopes that we would get to that game. And so if they did win, you know, they're kind of similar to Lander. They're kind of similar to Clayton. They're going to be up tempo. They press. They look to attack the defense as well. So it's not anything new that we've seen this year, just different personnel. And so, you know, they don't have a lot of true outside shooters. They have some young ladies who can put the ball on the floor. And then they're also a little undersized. So, again, our post presence should present some problems for them. But I do have to say, Columbus won tonight on the collegiate level, but also on the high school level. My daughter plays for Columbus High School, and they just won the Georgia High School state title.